Hello there.
A self-titled The Wire episode, you already know this is gonna be a movie. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And today we are up to episode 6 of The Wire season 1. I'm doing this in back-to-back recordings with episode 5. This one is titled The Wire, like I said, self-titled, and you can tell this is already gonna be a banger. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's at least smash it. Let's go. Oh damn, we just opened in on Brandon's body like that? Guessing that's Brandon's body. I love how the camera's like following the electrical wire itself to begin the episode into Wallace's room. And I love, like, I know we're only like we just begun this episode, but I love how each episode we focus, or we get a couple minutes each episode to focus on the living conditions, or like the single life of each character, or like where they reside outside of where we mainly see them. Last episode we got a hint at the beginning of the episode of Avon Barksdale, and he's like one of his girlfriends. This episode we're beginning with Wallace, and although we begin with the over the head sort of bird's eye view shot of what seems like Brandon's body or someone else's body, like, and then the camera pan to the window, and that's where Wallace is residing, and we see the living conditions of Wallace. And yeah, I just love that each episode we're sort of getting in a little bit of an insight into what the characters are doing, or like where they're residing outside of where we mainly primarily see them during the show.
Ride and shine. Come on, man, get up. Oh, boy. Come on, get up. School day, y'all gonna be late. Let's go, get up to school.
Get up?
Go, get up. Come on, man.
Damn, Mom.
Damn well it's nothing. That happens like y'all don't go to school. Soon enough, they're gonna be crawling around. All y'all gonna end up in foster care. Y'all want foster care? Just climb your little black ass back in the beds then. Well, get out my way, man. Damn, too early for this shit.
And we're still going one take following Wallace outside of the apartment or throughout the apartment. I love it.
Knockos? Nah, rollers.
Yo, where's breakfast at?
Hey, man. Take your chips.
Packing the school lunches for the kids.
Nah, man, ain't getting no two. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Take a chip. Oh, come on. Here, take your juice.
It's cute, but at the same time, you just, oh, I feel so bad.
Go share with TT. Come on, man.
These kids, they have no parents, like.
Where's your book bag?
Teacher ain't give no homework.
That's him right there. That's Omar's boy.
I love as well how when the individual who was the witness got killed, D'Angelo was at the crime scene where he was murdered. And then similar here, Wallace is at the crime scene where Brendan's body was left. And you see the opposing like sort of feelings with D'Angelo in terms of like he was more cold, calm, and collected about it because, you know, he's taken bodies before. Then Wallace even though he was like, he didn't deliberately, like he himself didn't do it. He was directly or like indirectly involved by, you know, pointing out his location. And then obviously you see the domino effect to D'Angelo, to Stringer, and then them calling the shots and them doing, it seems like it was more than just a full-on murder. They tortured him before they dumped his body. And they're sending a message to Omar, who I think now might take McNulty and Greg's offer. And all the pieces matter.
What the fuck
Freeman.
can I tell him? Whatever the man wants to hear, Jimmy. Whatever he wants to hear. Prodigal son.
Major, we got a good shot to clear a couple of cases here. One thing...
We're not here to talk cases, McNulty. I don't care about your cases. Sit. I'm a reasonable guy. In fact, everywhere I go, people say to me, Bill Rawls, you are a reasonable fucking guy. Am I right, Jay?
You are reasonable, sir.
Yes.
Jay is the biggest
Yes, I am.
cocksucker.
And because your sergeant knows me to be reasonable, he came in here a couple of weeks ago and reasoned with me, right, Jay?
We reasoned. We did.
We reasoned that despite his negligible Irish ancestry and a propensity to talk out of turn, Jimmy McNulty is a good worker. Probably worth saving.
Major, I'm not...
He's a good-looking kid, huh?
What we do here?
That was one of them, what do you call it? It's a question you don't really have to...
Rhetorical question. You were being rhetorical. Rhetorical and reasonable, sir.
Zip it up when you're done, Jay.
Detective, we work them as they come in, one at a fucking time. It's called the rotation. You're up till you catch one. When you catch one, you step down, you work it for a while, someone else steps up. It's a simple but effective way to do business in a town that has overworked cops make mistakes. Mistakes lower the unit-wide clearance rate. And that can make someone who is otherwise as reasonable as me
Unreasonable.
Detective McNulty, I expect to see your ass back here next week when your shift rotates to night work.
Gonna leave the cases on the desk? Why am I laughing at D'Angelo trying to suss out his wardrobe?
No woman takes that long.
Yeah. But I look good, right? Wow. You did all this, huh?
You're working on this one. Lines on the other two payphones aren't in yet, but you'll get them tomorrow.
So we up?
On the low-rise payphones, yeah.
Let's hear.
So would, if they, it's probably going to be explained, but would they, if they had someone sort of like on shift, on like a night shift last night, and you know, just anyone watching the pages going off, would they have been able to stop the Brandon thing happening, or would it have taken time for them to decipher the code, to track down the numbers, to find the locations, and then eventually it would have been too late for Brandon anyway? So like, there was no way they were stopping it, regardless of them having someone there. And even like if Daniels took what Lester said about, you know, having the wire from the beginning on the projects, they still would have had to have time to, you know, track down where the calls are coming from, maybe.
See what I'm talking about is he ain't paid no one, he just think he writes stories. You see how it go? So I ain't got shit. I ain't got it.
Damn, you know?
Thinking he all that because he got his family down. Hey, talk about this.
Hey, it was getting good.
It's unmonitored.
It's what?
It's unmonitored. We can't listen to a conversation on unmonitored payphone.
What's that mean?
We got a tap on the courtyard payphone here. By tomorrow, we'll be up on 2 near the high rises. But we can't listen to anything unless we know one of our targets is using the phone.
So we gotta be out there on those rooftops for hours, watching these assholes talk on the phone?
Yep.
It's more bullshit.
Detective.
That's detective
right
work.
Here. This is the job.
Thank you.
Now, when you came downtown to CID, what other kind of work were you expecting?
So what are you gonna do?
They want shootouts, they want
Can't get back
raids.
here in a week. This case is taking off. You tell Rawls that? No.
McNulty, line 3.
Yeah? Where at?
Only 2 units on the street, and both of them are up at the city council president's house.
What happened there?
Someone stole his lawn furniture.
Wow.
Up there taking pictures of an empty patio, dusting the backyard gate for latents. I kid you not.
Priorities.
I swear to God, you show me the son of a bitch that can fix this police department, I get back half my overtime.
I mean, yo, when you picked up that phone, what you think they was gonna do, huh? Shit, all that shit is in the game, man. You know that.
Yeah, like you and that girl, huh?
What girl?
The one in the apartment. The one you told us about, remember? I mean, I like what you said about all that killing, you know? Especially that part about how it ain't gotta be like that. Just sell the shit and move on.
Give me a ginger ale and get some for yourself. Yeah, I know, I remember that, but it ain't like that, is it?
Yeah, I know. I know it ain't. Thing about it was his eye. His eye was blown out, and the other one was open. And yo, D, it fucks me up. It's like he's looking out, like he sees everything, you know?
Don't think about it.
I can't.
Right.
Fuck!
Yo, let that shit go. Just let it go.
This ain't Frozen, D'Angelo. What are you gonna let it go like that? He's a young kid. It's probably his first dead body he's seen. Of course, it's gonna be a traumatic experience. But then again, I think the guys in the projects become numb to it over time in their life, and yeah. D'Angelo's reaction, Wallace's reaction, like.
Yeah, Barksdale kid on the line.
He's beeping someone.
Yo, what up? Yo, you ain't here? Hold on. Yo, Strings, it's D. Yeah, you hit me?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you know young Hopper, the one they got down there?
Which one?
You know the fool dropped him in with a punch, you know?
Oh, yeah, what about him?
You got some promise, right?
What you mean?
Enough to bring home, right?
You know, man, whatever. All right.
Bingo. Good job, Presbeluski.
The young boy who was with him. Light-skinned kid from the cemetery.
Where?
In the alley behind the 800 block of Argar, right across from the low-rises.
Shot?
Was stabbed, beaten, burned. Jesus. Yeah, we gotta get with Omar.
Immediately. Yo, that's a strong reverse game, McNulty.
It's not often that I see respondents come so prepared for a juvenile commitment meeting.
In addition to those signed statements from Preston's sponsors at the Police Athletic League, I also have a photostated copy of a cash check, which indicates that he is enrolled in the GED program at the Baltimore City Community College.
He only finding this.
Can I ask how this young man is able to afford not one, but 2 attorneys from your firm, Mr. Levy?
This is pro bono, Your Honor. My firm is making it a priority to identify a number of city youths who are in crisis and to undertake efforts to reorder their lives.
This guy only finding out about all the initiatives on the spot. But this guy, one comment said, this guy's a better lawyer than Better Call Saul. Like, this guy is the ultimate lawyer. And it's like, under Avon's payroll, bro, you are set. You are set.
Excuse me, but I can't help but notice that your client is under a delinquent petition for the sale of narcotics and further for assault on a police officer.
Why is the prosecution
Beyond
here?
that, he walked
There's no
away from
point.
the JSA facility.
Your Honor, my client stands ready to acknowledge that he was involved for a time in the sale of a small amount of drugs, a transaction for which he received no remuneration, having been manipulated by older traffickers in his neighborhood. That was a mistake, Your Honor.
Bodie looking up to God, bro, not the lawyer.
However, we will contend that it was Preston who was the victim of a brutal police beating, indications of which are still evident on him, Your Honor. He struck back, wildly and in self-defense, Your Honor.
And the walkaway?
Preston was heavily medicated when he left the Cheltenham facility. In that state, Your Honor, he was simply trying to get back to see his grandmother.
Did you know what you were doing when you left Boys Village, son?
Nah, I was messed up.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Just, I don't know. I'm ready to be good.
It's a cycle, man. In and out, in and out.
Pending a hearing on these charges to be scheduled within 6 months, I'm putting the respondent on home monitoring with his grandmother.
Your Honor, I'm afraid Mrs. Broadus doesn't have a telephone for any monitoring calls. She's on a fixed income, Your Honor.
How about he calls his probation officer twice a week?
Cool. Whatever. Your Honor.
He going out of this courthouse to the orange sofa.
What you got here is an honest day's work for honest day's pay. Right, Lavelle? Oh, Mr. Straight Time, Bubbles.
We got Bubbles.
Gotta give a little something back when they least expect it.
Me and Uck here, we got something on too. Got a plan.
No.
For real, for real.
I gotta go. Take ask me out.
Yo, if you ain't got dreams, Bubs, what the fuck you got?
Thank you. Come on,
It's sad, man. You have an experience like that, and once you're addicted, you're addicted. There's no... And you don't have the outside help, there's no way back. Like, there's no way back to a clean life. It's just back to normal. And even with these guys here on the projects, they only know the projects. They only know that lifestyle. So they're addicted to that lifestyle, just as the others are addicted to the drugs. They're addicted to the high. These guys are addicted to this lifestyle.
Yeah. One of ours on the line.
Got him.
Is Carf still there? Hold a sec. Carf, call for you!
Yeah, hello?
You ain't gonna believe who I'm looking at right now.
Again, he walks off?
Ding, round 3.
I'm down in the pit. Just came home. I don't see nobody around. I just wanted to know, what was up.
Ain't nothing going late, man. Just catch us tomorrow, man.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, later.
Non-pertinent. How do you log that non-pertinent?
No drug talk?
They use codes to hide their patron phone numbers. And when someone does use a phone, they don't use names. And if someone does use a name, he's reminded not to.
They speak in code, too.
Oh, that is valuable evidence.
Of what?
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
We're building something here, Detective. We're building it from scratch.
We need everything.
All the pieces matter.
Big up Lester Freeman, man. He knows his stuff. Take word from the wise, Presbeluski. Really? We're gonna run out? He got out!
Shit. You fucking serious? Fuck, man. You keep walking away from JSA, we keep kicking your ass. I'm all right with that if you are.
Look, I ain't walk away from nowhere, man. Check my back pocket.
He got the court orders. He got the court orders.
Home monitoring?
Yeah, man. If you ask questions before you start wilding on niggas, you might save everybody some trouble.
How the fuck are you home?
Yeah, well, man. Juvenile judge, man. He saw my potential, okay? He expects big things from me.
Yeah? Like what?
I don't know, college, law school, medical school, all that good shit.
Seriously, how are you out?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, this is just my opinion, but, the juvenile system in this city is fucked up. It's a big-ass fucking joke. No offense.
Fuck.
Hey, look, give me a ride down to my grandma's. We'll call it even.
In back, fuck nuts.
Hey, that was a case of police brutality there, so give me a ride to my grandma. We're even. Back to square one with Preston. That's right. Take a look at McNutty's work.
Jay.
Come on.
What?
Raymond, you look fresh today.
got laid last night, that's why. Oh, yeah? Your asshole still hurting?
Call Jimmy.
What's up, boss?
Rawls finally got around to reading the office reports that McNulty tried to give him. He wants arrest warrants for Deirdre Crescent and the 2 project murders that match up to that gun.
Stringer Bell's pager number?
Stinkum's too, I'm pretty sure. Very sweet. If they moved around a bit more, we'd have problems. They're a little lazy, you know. Tending to go to that one payphone in the courtyard a little too much.
Jesus.
He's lit at 9 in the morning?
Or from the night before?
Yeah, he rocking up drunk just to get kicked out the force.
Detective? Detective Polk.
Here's McNulty. Bunk page me. All right.
Self-sabotage.
Why did you even come in today?
I had some... To pretend that you were here? To fill out a run sheet?
I know I missed a couple of days last week, Lieutenant,
I
but
got a run
just
sheet from you every day for the last 2 weeks. Twice in Carver's handwriting. Twice it was Prayers, once it was McNulty, I think. They covered for you. But I won't.
Well, Lieutenant, I don't know. I'm not really up for this drug thing, you know. Maybe if Mahone was here, I could get into it more and learn some new tricks. Oh, hell, Lieutenant, why don't you just send me back to property and keep everybody happy?
Send you back to property crimes so you can binge for 2 more weeks? I'm not doing it.
Lieutenant, please, look,
You were dumped on me, Augie. But it ends there. I don't dump people. You either go out on those rooftops today to watch payphones with the rest of this unit, or you go over to the medical office and check yourself in.
Medical?
For alcohol abuse. Either dry yourself out or go up on those rooftops wet.
You ain't getting the easy way out, fool.
Take a few minutes and think on it.
We need a file cabinet or two. The paperwork from this, I mean, there's a lot of it.
Look at the smile on Daniel's face.
Sir, I'm going to, good luck with the case.
Won't do shit.
He plays stiff every now and then, but he's a good man.
Are you kidding me? Daniels has been trying to put the brakes on this for weeks now. This will be his new excuse to close shop.
Well, look, you guys got to make your move soon. All right? I'm sorry to say. Freeman?
All right, but take it.
Bunk caught up in the middle of this, man.
Fuck Daniels and his fucking ass-kissing up the chain of command ambition.
What other choice do you got, huh?
We go to Daniels. If he fights, he fights. And if he gives it up to Rawls, then fuck it. We were never gonna do the case anyway.
Come on.
Caught on a wedge here, man. Got no options. You gotta play the game. You gotta play the cards you dealt with.
Fucking idiots!
Just go get help, man. What are you doing? Stay there. Stay there. All right.
Man, they're heisting copper that easily. Why did he take the hit and take the risk? He just came out. He just came out of the medical ward. He taking the hit. I just realized.
Why come crying to me? Why not go to your friend, the judge?
I don't see a circuit court judge being able to argue the city homicide commander out of 3 murders. Even if the cases are all weak sisters. It's put up or shut up time, Lieutenant. Either you step up or you send us all home.
So this is on me?
I don't see anyone else in charge of this detail.
Respect the chain of command.
Rawls is an asshole.
My point is, he ranks me on this. Chain of command might mean nothing to you, McNulty.
What'd I tell you?
Damn, Avon going into the pit. One of the few times we've had like a traditional or like non-diegetic music used.
Oh, how we doing? We doing good.
It was badass.
We doing good. You know, if you say we doing good. What's up? Yo, so the word is out about these stick-up boys, right? Oh, yeah. Y'all being heard. All right.
There goes Shorty right there. How you doing with that other thing?
What?
Everybody a little pressed, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, ain't no surprises yet. Cut everybody loose on Friday, and they all just a bunch of begging-ass bitches, you know. Ain't nobody show no money since.
You gonna keep it humming though, right, cuz?
Hey, you know what?
Oh, you got your hands up? You got your hands up? Cuz you keep on doing like how you doing, we gonna be talking about points on the package. All right?
All right.
Keep it humming.
Yeah, most definitely.
Lucky there's no one on the rooftops taking photos this time.
Yeah.
I know they already got a photo of Avon, but this will be like a updated one, you know? Not the boxing one. So you're telling me because he was taking a piss, oh my gosh, he missed out on Avon. Sloppy work, man. This way you have two guys on the job. For situations like that.
40 cents. Come on, no, not 40 cents a foot. No,
You do
sir.
shift work.
No, sir. Look, respectfully, I gotta tell you. All right, for 40 cents a foot, you might as well go ahead and drive one out to Home Depot. All right, pay them. They're gonna charge you, what, 45, 50 cents a foot?
For copper that isn't stolen.
Look, all right, 35 cents. 35 cents a foot. And that's on the respect I have for y'all, okay? What y'all trying to do in the community with these quality domiciles here.
30 cents a foot. Take it or leave it.
You charge these prematurely, and Barksdale will change up on us. The work we've already done.
I can't tell you how to run your case, Lieutenant. I can only run my own.
Major, I'm asking as a favor.
Come on, Major
It's a
Rolls.
favor.
Yes, sir. A favor.
In that case, no. Sorry.
Man, if Daniels had no pull, how are they going to overrule Major Rolls now?
Sucks.
Are we eating dinner with you?
Why not? Who's this?
Hey, y'all want to see him?
Who?
Brandon, my boy.
Oh, Omar. He wants to see the body.
And then, before the drywall get up, we creep back in there and steal that shit right back.
Then resell it.
30 cents a foot. Gotta come back at a motherfucker for that, you know?
If only these guys use their smarts elsewhere.
Good? I could top off with one more. Just one more.
The actor who plays Bubbles is so good. He's so good. The range he has displayed this show in 6 episodes is fantastic.
I'll be back.
Yo, how you gonna have your kids in the back of the car while meeting with a murderer? Not a murderer. Oh, I reckon he's done murders before, like Omar.
It's my night with the kids.
Oh no, my bad. Omar, don't look. Of course, he's not gonna look too happy. Like his partner was murdered, but like.
What? It's because I'm white, right? Why don't you just let me... Oh, man, what's that? What's that?
That boy ain't got no luck.
He's.
Hey.
Told y'all, man. The sofa
What you gonna do with your money?
is gonna have so many iconic
What you should do, you should take the whole roll and go do something nice for your
scenes.
girl. You do have a girl, right? Yeah, well, anyway, you got enough money to go get yourself one now. Yeah, why you punk Sterling like you did? I mean, he did get shot behind this shit.
I didn't punk him, yo.
So why you dropping the lookout? Cass, too.
Because they was thieving, yo. Both of them. They got pissed because I wasn't paying them. So Sterling, he started shaking up the vials, handing off the cash she was selling on the side.
That's what Stringer
You
talked
ain't
about
tell
last
anybody?
episode
I
with
mean,
him.
Stinkum, Bodie. They don't know?
If I tell them, what you think they gonna do? They gonna take a baseball bat to Sterling, probably one to Cassandra, too. It's too much drama, right? So I just took them both off the stash.
So why didn't you pay us? That wasn't right.
Listen, man.
Hey, Stringer.
Stringer thought we had a snitch down here.
Yeah, Stringer said cut the
You
payday.
know, with the jump out, Omar, all that shit. So he told me to punk y'all for a little while, see who was still holding money at the end of the week.
Was they snitching? Sterling and Cass?
Nah, man, just thieving.
Homicide. Okay, you two, sit right here, okay?
Oh, the kid's
Don't
coming
wander
in
off.
with the soccer ball and the security cam footage into the morgue.
Dad, you know, it's a school night. Mom said we had to.
I know. We will. Okay, you stay there.
Hey, you get to stay up later. You get to go to work with Dad. Just wait till the wifey finds out about this. Ooh, it's over. You're getting him once a month, if lucky. This is what might get Rawls to halt the case a little bit if Omar decides to flip and like wear a wire or like do the job for McNulty.
You up to this?
Pay it back, Omar. Pay it back.
Oh, he up. He up. This might be the stroke of luck they needed. You know? Bubbles was talking about Johnny being the white boy that had no luck. Jimmy McNulty, the white boy who had a stroke of luck potentially with Omar flipping.
Saying, why we ain't in no real police office?
Oh, we look like you, Omar. Out here on our own, playing the game for ourselves.
Now, I want your guys' opinion on like my thoughts in terms of like with this show, right? With the way it's dealing with these two worlds of the police force and obviously looking at the projects within West Baltimore or Baltimore itself, like I feel like I find myself feeling sorry for the characters such as D'Angelo, Wallace, things like that, who know nothing else but being born into this lifestyle, not having that parental figure to guide them on the right path, and because of the area they're grown into or because of the systems around them, there is no out. There is no other way out. They're just born into this situation, and yeah, they look out for others here and there. Like you got Wallace looking out for the kids, but what future do those kids have? Yeah, they go to school, but like they're young. Look how young they are. And you've seen even kids younger than Wallace helping out on the pits, and it's like they know nothing else. Their parents are probably getting high, or their parents don't care. They just let them go out all day. And like I feel like, do you guys feel sympathetic to the cause of, like, for instance, D'Angelo, Wallace, Bodie, and things like that? Because they have no future. They have no other way of earning money or making a living. It's like day by day for them. And at the same time, you obviously have the police force who are trying to crack down on this. But I've said time and time again, I feel like it's a massive systemic issue that's probably countrywide. I know the show only focuses on Baltimore, but it's countrywide. And at the same time, like the police force, some of them are cool characters. Some of them, yeah, you're rooting for, like, to have the break on the case. Sometimes they step out of line and use that, they overuse that badge, for instance. Like they you know, overstepped their boundaries with the badge, and we've seen it. But do you think some of the police officers, for instance McNulty and Greggs, do you think they're sympathetic towards Omar, or no, Omar's just another pawn they're using on that chess game to obviously get to the king on the other side? And yeah, for instance, when they had D'Angelo in the office, you saw sometimes how they fabricated the whole story and things like that to get to him. Obviously that's general police tactics, but do you think they're sympathetic towards Omar, or they see this as an opportunity? Yeah, we're not showing no emotion towards you, Omar. We might play the emotional card or seem like we're playing the emotional card here and there, but at the same time, we're the police. We're for ourselves. It's police for police. We're not going to care about you, Omar. You would just care that you're using us. Like, we're using you, sorry.
Oh, way to go sometime.
Sorry about your friend.
And just as I talk about
Avon is one sick bastard. Of course, he had his reasons.
For one thing, y'all did take his stash.
For another, he was looking for you, Omar. That's what all the cigarette burns were about. Broken fingers, cracked forearms.
He wanted your boy to give you up. An address, street.
and he didn't.
Yeah.
No heart, Anthony.
I know you want to go to wherever it is you lay your head and pick up that sawed off you like so much and go or not. That's how a man like you wants to carry you.
You wouldn't be wrong.
No, he wouldn't. But one man with two barrels ain't enough, Omar. Now you gonna do what you gonna do. But whatever else you can give us on Barksdale and his people, well, that can go to hurting them too.
Just throw us what you can.
Hey, look, let me tell y'all something, all right? What I do, straight like that. So ain't no sense in y'all even troubling yourselves over that, because, man, the way I feel right now today, hey, what y'all need from me?
When'd you last see Brandon?
Tuesday, around 7, maybe later. He was on his way to Mandamin, and the Greeks after that.
I love how Lester's analyzing in the background, paying
The
attention.
Greeks on Baltimore Street?
Yeah, he like to play them pinball games to death.
You go alone?
Yeah, and I ain't liking none neither. But you know, you can only treat a young man like a boy for so long for they buck. You know what I mean?
When Bailey got killed, you must have figured that Barksdale was coming back on you, right?
Man, Bailey, please. The nigga's enemies got enemies. I just figured he tried his hand on the wrong corner without us and got dropped.
But you were worried about Brandon, right?
Look, in my game, you take some care and you play it the safest way you can. But it ain't about no hiding forever. You heard? And frankly, you've been in it as long as me. You do the thing on your name.
Anyone gonna come after Omar, they're gonna know Omar's coming after him.
Oh, indeed.
So, who came after Brandon?
I heard it might have been Wee Bay, Boy Stinkum, and Bird. He was down with the snatch, too.
Minutes later, you get another call from the low-risers to that number. Then a half a minute later, you get another call from the low-risers to a pager number we know as Stringer Bells.
They'll all be dead.
Finally, you get another call, probably from a payphone, probably Stringer Bell calling back, coming on into the low-rise court.
We're building, we're building.
5 minutes later, another call. This one from the same payphone that went to D'Angelo's pager to start the whole damn thing off. You see that?
This is the murder right here.
This first number, the one they sent to D'Angelo. I'm thinking this comes from a payphone over by the Greeks.
He's on you. We're up on those payphones Tuesday night. We catch that murder. Shit, we get there before the murder. It's all here on the pen registers. This one calling that one calling back. We're up on those payphones when we should be, and we have them cold. But we're not up in time, are we? In this case, we're never where we need to be.
Is there any need to close the door like that? Like, cause I feel like you can hear right through it. The iconic McNulty walkout with the jacket hanging over the shoulder. Bad time for y'all. I wonder if Greggs might have a little sympathy or like grow to like Omar a bit more. I don't know, because of like...
He fight, but you arrest.
You saw him get arrested? On Tuesday?
Tuesday, yes, Tuesday.
By the police? The police arrested him? Cops, they handcuffed him.
I don't know, because of their sexuality, they might relate to it on that level.
These guys. They there with him?
No. No, he fight, you arrest.
Right. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yo, Freeman is good police, man. I like him.
No. I need help. Rawls ranks me.
Lieutenant, think what you're doing here. You're gonna cross Bill Rawls? As ruthless the fuck as we have in this department. And to do what? To fight for a case the deputy of operations doesn't even want. No. I mean, I like my career. Thank you very much.
Everyone wants to protect their own image, man.
And Bird worked for Avon.
Yeah, it's one of his shooters. Like to use this real sweet gun he got, a 380 from Austria or Australia, something like that.
Hey,
I
man.
know we love that gun.
A 380.
Yeah, 380. You get him, you get the gun. Cause Bird too dumb to throw a gun like that off.
A gun alone ain't enough.
Oh no?
He goes to court, testifies he bought the gun on the street after Gant was killed.
Come on now, so what be enough then?
Eyeball witness. Some kind of corroboration for what you're telling me here.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'm your man.
You saw the murder.
Yeah.
You can ID this man Bird as a shooter of William Gant. And you ain't afraid to go into court downtown and testify against one of Barksdale's people.
Omar don't scare.
The fact is that
Omar
while Lieutenant
don't
Daniels
scare.
and his Murray band are lost in the swamps playing with beepers and payphones and body mics, my people have developed information that ties Barksdale to 3 killings.
D'Angelo Barksdale, not Avon.
D'Angelo on behalf of Avon. The victim is identified by our witnesses as being involved with Avon Barksdale.
Sir, we're developing
You're
information.
dancing around this thing. I'm charging 3 murders.
You charge those cases?
Stats.
My investigation folds.
It's about the
And what's
stats.
more, not one of those cases is strong enough for court. You know that.
So we bring the Barksdale kid in, throw a little mind fuck at him, and the case becomes stronger.
You've had him in the box twice before. He's gonna go for less a third time around.
So we re-canvass, develop fresh witnesses. The case I charge on today can be twice as strong by the trial date. We get a conviction, we roll little boy Barksdale into big boy Barksdale, then we go home like good old-fashioned cops and pound some Budweiser.
This is bullshit.
Thank you, Daniels. Tell him how it is.
McNulty himself who made the ballistics match on these murders, and he's telling me to fight this. He knows you don't have a viable prosecution. So do you, so do I.
Enough. Look, I got no love for your wiretap, Lieutenant. I'm spending $2,000 a day over the unit operating budget to staff the case. Now, Major Rawls here is offering a chance to leverage Barksdale through a murder prosecution.
That's
Why
gonna
not
fail.
jump on this?
Because if Major Rawls is right, then he will be just as right a month from now. And if the Wire doesn't give us a case, he can charge all the murders he has. We lose nothing. But if he's wrong, if he can't convict, or if the Barksdale kid doesn't flip, then it's too late to do anything else. Avon Barksdale changes up his pattern and the wiretap dies. And at that point, there isn't gonna be a thing that you or me or Rawls here is gonna be able to say to that goddamn judge.
They take a case now and charge him. That lawyer is gonna laugh. Like Avon's lawyer is gonna laugh at the case. Because they're gonna easily beat
personal
it.
business on the clock, I want to know. He cheats on a run sheet, I want to know. He runs any kind of game at all, I want to know.
Major, the man's an asshole. But he doesn't do much other than work. He's got this fucking case in his gut like it's cancer.
He does no wrong. He doesn't drink anymore, doesn't drink on duty, doesn't drink and drive, Detective?
Major.
You gotta help me on this, Michael.
That is pathetic. That is low rolls. We don't need any other villains in this show, man. This guy's a prick. Got a vendetta against McNulty.
Also, whoever that was you brought in here today gave himself up as an eyewitness in the Gant murder.
Omar.
And Greg said to tell you she can write it up in the morning.
Lieutenant. Thanks.
It cost you?
But at what cost? What did it cost Daniels, man? What hit did he take? You're looking at some photos. What hit did he take? Oh, okay. You're looking at Brandon's photos. Okay. Hey, that lived up to the name, man. Self-titled episode, The Wire. For The Wire, lived up to the name. Lived up to the name. What? Yet another fantastic episode of this series, and it's only going to get better from here. We're now over the halfway point, I believe, of season 1, with a 13-episode season, whilst watching The Sopranos as well. We're doing 2 shows at once, and I hope you guys are enjoying the reactions to The Wire. As always, guys, it's been your boy Elie Moses. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. God bless, and peace.